Okay, welcome everybody to this tele event. What we're going to work on today is deleting physical and emotional chronic pain. My name is Chaim Alexander, and I'll be assisting everybody on the call today who likes assistance. Okay, the way to get assistance is what you're going to do is you're going to press *6, and what that would do, it will put you in the queue, and then I'll take the callers that way. So if you have a pain or anything like that you'd like to resolve, just press *6. Or if you have any questions you'd like to ask me. And that's how we get started. The way it works is that you just tell me where the pain is. I don't need to know the whole story behind the pain. You just let me know a little bit about the pain, and then I work from there. Okay, so I'm going to go for our first caller. Okay, this is last digit is 55.
Yes, I have a question with regard to my pain. This is something that was traditionally in one part of my body, but it's kind of moving around all over my body. So just wondering how I present.
You have the pain right now?
I do.
Okay. And can you sense how painful it is? Like if I give you a number 0 to 10, what would you say it is?
I would put it at like a 7.
Okay, it's 7. So you're saying it's traveling all over your body. So is it traveling in the top, bottom, front, back, or all over?
There's something in my jaw, but it's like that's kind of pulling, like as I move, as I walk. It feels like there's a stringing. It's trying to realign through my teeth and my jaw, but it pulls on like my fingers, my toes, and my feet. And right now it's like my left foot. Every step I take, it's really painful in the heel.
Okay.
But like I usually feel
it.
It's been going on for years and years and years. It just seems to kind of constantly move around.
Okay. All right. So first I'm going to strengthen your mind. So that's the first weakness for you. So I'm going to strengthen your mind and delete any cumulative effects there and reset. And then the integration of your mind with your spirit is weak on that part. So I'm going to strengthen that and delete any cumulative effects over there. And now the next weakness I'm going to strengthen for you is the front of your hips, and that's more of the structure of the hips. So I'm going to strengthen that. And then the next part is your back of your right heel. I'm going to strengthen that. And then it's the back of your head by the cranium. So I'm going to strengthen that for you. So that's a triad there. And then your midline to support that is weak. So I'm going to strengthen that. And what's affecting your midline is actually your bed. So I'm going to strengthen you to your bed. But it's not your current bed. It's your bed that you had when you were a child. So I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there and reset. So now when you think about your pain, how does it feel?
It's shifted a little bit, but I still feel this thing like through my foot and through my head. But I'm lying down right now, and I've been standing for a long time. I almost wanted to stand up. I don't know if that's...
Okay, you can stand up. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So before you said it was a 7, what is it right now?
I'd say it's like around a 6.
Okay. So the next weakness is actually, we're going to see, so there is a stuckness around your relationship. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen that in general and more specific now, and I'm going to strengthen that for you, delete any cumulative effects and any karma that you have with that relationship that's stuck, and delete that for you. Okay, so now when you think about your pain, how does that feel right now?
It's shifting. It's moving.
Okay.
It still feels that thing in my heel. It feels like it's it actually feels like there's some structural thing where it's trying to loop through and around like my jaw, the right side of my jaw, but it's like pulls through the rest of the body. And I guess I have some kind of mental thing about that. Like I went into braces to try to realign my jaw, and it just feels like I've been trying to fix this for years, and it tries to realign, but it won't. I don't know.
Okay. So before you said it went down to a 6, what would it be now?
I'd say it's 5.
The 5, okay. So the next weakness is actually your fitness. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to fitness and delete acute effects there. And more specifically, your coordination, and it's coordination between the top and the bottom. So I'm going to make that strong to you and delete. And that's coming from your spirit. So I'm going to strengthen that, and from your past lifetime. So I'm going to strengthen all that and delete. In your atoms, I'm going to strengthen the atoms inside, outside, top to bottom. make that strong. And the next one is actually your strength, but it's more of your physical strength, so lifting. So I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects of there. And then the third one is your speed. So I'm going to strengthen you to speed, but that's more of a mental speed. So I'm going to speed that up for you, make that strong, and delete any cumulative effects there. So that we have a triad right there. So that triad is strong in any kind of combination there. And also I'm going to reset your internal computers more in your spine, make that strong for you. Okay, so now how do you feel when you walk?
Let me try. It's a little better, but it feels like it's still doing this sort of, I know it sounds strange, I feel like it's like this winding that's trying to unwind, and it feels like both my legs they're like twisted or something in the wrong direction, and that's what's like when I try to walk on that left heel, it really hurts.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed up your perception, because that is slow, and to make that strong to you. And that perception actually is not from you coming, but it's from spectators. So at any time you have spectators, that weakens you. So I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there, and any karma you have with the spectators. Make that strong to you. And now, next thing is your speed is weak again. So, and that's more of your speed of moving through time specifically. So I'm going to strengthen you to that speed of moving through time. And since speed came up again, we're going to strengthen it even more. So I'm deleting that.
I'm walking around. I'm like just moving around.
Okay, so how do you feel now?
It feels like it's like loosening up a little bit. I still feel this. I mean, it feels like it's still trying to wind through me. I don't know if that makes any sense. I feel like it's like as if I feel it's unwinding. It's been doing that all day. Like it just.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you for misinterpretation, and then more specifically for things changing. So I'm going to strengthen you to that, and then strengthen you to misinterpretation more specifically around limitations that you have, that are more other people's limitations that are imposing on you. I'm going to strengthen you to that, and that's more specifically around health, and it's actually coming from family members. So I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there, and also strengthen them so they don't need to affect you. Okay, so now how do you feel now?
Ooh, I feel like my neck is starting to relax a little bit. I haven't felt that in a long time. Ooh, like crackling a little through the spine. And interestingly, it feels like both shoulders and both hips and legs, like they're trying to refine. So this my body's like trying to refine its center line.
Okay.
It feels like now there's just kind of a little bit holding, and the fingers, toes through my nose, like through my nose and my teeth, like as if it kind of went. Sounds strange, but like feels like each side of my head, like two different directions or twisting or something, and it can't figure out which way to go.
Okay, so what I'm going to strengthen you specifically to not having effort, and then the next one is is also relaxation. So I'm going to strengthen you to those two, and then now the triad of that is going to be tension. So they're not even to each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen that all three of them are even to each other, and delete any cumulative effects there. And what's affecting that triad is actually, so I'm going to strengthen that, whatever that's affecting, and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, so now how do you feel now?
There's some remnants, but it's starting to feel better.
Okay, so before you had a 5, what is it at now?
I think it's at like a 4.
So it went down to a 4. Okay, so the weakness is being slow. So you have a weakness to things being slow in your life. So I'm going to strengthen you to that in general. And more specific, it's going to be around your health. So, and that's past health. So I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects. And it's more specifically is more a common cold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to a common cold. So if it's 1 day longer than it's supposed to be, it weakens you. So let's make that strong to you and delete any cumulative effects there and any memory in your mind, subconscious mind of it. So let's delete that and strengthen you, and then we'll reset. Okay, so now how do you feel now?
Starting to lighten up.
Okay, so you were at a 4. Where are you at now?
I'd say it's at a 3.
Okay, it's at a 3. So
I wish I could go faster.
Do you have a weakness? What's that?
I wish it would go faster. It's like just that heel, like.
Okay. Because you have a weakness. You have a weakness coming from the future that is connecting to the past. So let's strengthen that and delete any cumulative effects there. So things coming back in your finances in the future weakens you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects, and so it doesn't have to connect back and forth. So now when I think about the future, now that is strong, but your midlight is not strong enough to support that, and that is because of past illnesses. So let's delete that from you. Okay, so now how do you feel now?
It's starting to really lighten up now.
Okay,
starting to move around easier.
So you were at a 3 before. You were at a 3 before. What are you at right now?
I'd say it's about a 2.
Okay, so now once you
it's just that left heel feels really hurt when I try to land on it.
Okay, so when you land on your left heel, so I'm going to strengthen your right hand, and then your breastbone, and then the left side of your jaw. So that's a triad there, the top of your head, and your coccyx. So that's a pentagon. So we're going to make you strong for that.
Yeah,
and things coming into 5, you're strong now. But if they come a 6, that makes it weak to you. So I'm going to strengthen your spirit to that and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, how do you feel now?
Seems like it's starting to align. Still feel a little bit on that, like the right side of the neck, like there's a kind of looping or little lumps on the right side of the neck.
Okay, and when you walk, how does that feel?
It's getting better. Still just a little bit at the end of the heel, but it's starting to move.
Okay. So overall, what would you say from when we started?
It's come down quite significantly.
Quite significantly. Okay. So stay on the call, let it integrate more, and then let me know what happens.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Much appreciated.
No problem. Okay, we're going to go to the next caller. And this one is the last 2 digits is 90. Hello?
Oh, hi. Hi. Would you be able to help somebody who is not with me?
Okay.
It's my husband, and he has a chronic pain on his right heel, right in the middle of the heel.
Right heel. And how long has he had it?
For about 4 months, I would say.
4 months. Okay. So can you, let's see, first there's a weakness between you and him connecting, so let's make you strong to that and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, so now when you think about him right now, how do you feel? Or are you in communication with him, or?
No. I mean, we live together, we communicate, but not right now.
Right now. Okay, so then we're going to work, I'm going to use you as a surrogate, and so when you connect with him right now, how do you feel about his pain in his right heel?
Can
you connect to that?
I would say it's still there.
So it bothers you?
Yeah.
You feel like it's okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen his right shoulder, then his right elbow, and then the next part is going to be his organs. So I'm going to strengthen his small intestine related to that and make that strong and delete any cumulative effects there. Now, when you think about his pain, how do you feel right now? Do you feel the same?
I feel good. I feel good about it, yeah.
Okay, so the next weakness, it has to do with some spiritual stuff. So I'm going to strengthen him there on that and delete any cumulative effects over there. Okay, now when you think about it, how do you feel? Is it the same or different?
It's better.
Better. Okay,
it's
so
better, yes.
The third weakness is energetic stuckness. So I'm going to strengthen that and delete. And then that also turns into a physical stuckness. So I'm going to strengthen him for that and delete any cumulative effects there. And then the third thing that I'm going to strengthen on that one is actually to speed up his physical intelligence and that's more specifically his physical performance is weak. So I'm going to strengthen that and delete any cumulative effects there. And what's affecting him with physical performance is aging. So I'm going to strengthen him to aging and delete any cumulative effects there. So when other people are aging around him, that weakens him. So I'm going to strengthen him to that. And then any karma that he has with equal aging, I'm going to also strengthen that and delete any cumulative effects. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
I smile now because I know that he was worried about getting old.
Okay.
Older. Oh, this. I feel good about him right now.
Okay. All right. Well,
I wanted to ask you because he does not believe in any energy healing. So if I would tell him, he would be like, "Oh well." How do you present to somebody who? Because I have a couple of friends who would use your help. How do you even approach somebody if they don't believe it at all?
Okay, so there's two answers to this. One is that usually in general there are different schools of thought when it comes to energy, and specifically in Yuen method we don't call it healing, but in other systems they have what they call energy healing. The thing is that when you're doing energy healing, you have to follow the protocol of that system. So different systems say you have to believe in it very strongly. Other systems say that there's a lot of blockages and it takes time because it has to first remove the blockages or the negative energy so it can go through. So when in a case like that, it's hard to convince someone if they don't want to. If they don't believe in energy, because you have to bring the logic in or the science in or something. With the Yuen method,
if this helped him,
right.
Now
so
what you just did,
right. So this is Yuen method. So this is it's an energetic modality, which is a little different. Usually, I do not explain it. What I do is I actually apply it. So if I speak to them in the first few minutes, they experience changes. Once they experience changes, there's nothing, there's no convincing is needed. So that usually when I tell, when I work with people, if they're not familiar, I never really get into what it is that I'm going to do with them. I just do it. So when they experience a shift in the few minutes, then you can't argue with that.
Okay.
So that's why I said it's a difference between the different types of energy systems.
Okay. How do we contact you? Do I just email you, or I know I found you on Facebook? So
you can email me at thrive2infinity.com.
Okay.
Or you can reply to the email that you got another way too.
Oh, okay. So I can do that. Yes. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks
You're
a lot.
welcome. Okay, we're going to go to the next caller. 02 is the last two digits.
Hi, is that me?
Yes, that's you.
I would like to work on emotional pain.
Okay. So anything you want to say specific, or you want to keep it in general? It's okay.
Probably just in general.
Okay, so you have the thing in mind right now.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, so okay. So can you sense how you feel about that emotional pain right now?
Probably an 8.
Okay. No, you don't have to give a number because you'll feel with the pain it's easier. With the emotional stuff, there's no need to give a number. Just see how you feel. Okay. So the first thing is I'm going to strengthen you from misinformation. So that's the first one. So I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects about misinformation, and that's coming from your past education. So I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects. The other thing is about misinformation around morals, because morals constantly change. So I'm going to strengthen you in general to morals, and then morals changing. I'm going to make that strong to you and delete any cumulative effects. So you have cumulative effects that is in your quantum particles. So I'm going to delete all that and also strengthen the black holes in the quantum particles so they can, remove that energy that's there and strengthen that black holes to connect to the universal black holes to remove that energy from there. So now when you think about it, how do you feel? Is it the same or different?
Different.
Okay. So the next thing is I'm going to strengthen you for your speed. So speed of absorbing information is you're weak to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects over there. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel? Is it the same or
Lighter.
different? Lighter. Okay,
No,
so
different.
what's that?
Different.
Different? Okay. So the next thing is negative life experiences, and more specifically around fears fitting into different situations in life, more specifically when it comes to job and career. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects, and also what you perceive around that area. We're also going to strengthen and delete, and then also I'm going to reset your spirit and your mind and then your body, and also I'm going to strengthen your midline, and then I'm also going to restart your internal computers. Okay, so how do you feel now?
Different.
Okay, so when you think about the emotional pain, is it still there?
No, I feel lighter.
Okay, so it's gone then.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so we'll go to the next caller. Next caller is 85.
Yes. Hi. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh gosh. God. It's hard for me to describe it. Basically, I have a heart failure, right?
Okay.
And I have low energy. Since I've been on meds, I've been very weak, trouble walking, just low in energy. I feel depressed, and everybody's been saying my energy is much lower. And the thing is, I just don't get. I'm in the healing business too. I teach qigong, but I've been diagnosed with this condition since 2005, and so my energy level is so weak. I struggle, but I put all my energy in helping others. But right now, I just struggle just to, walk around, tiredness. Yes.
So what's you have a lot of different symptoms there. Which one is the priority for you?
The priority is just to have more energy and just to have high spirits and good energy.
So can you sense how you feel right now, your energetic-wise?
Right now I feel low. My spirit is low.
Okay.
Depressed.
All right. That's it. You don't have to say anymore. Okay. So your first weakness is depression and energy, so which is not going to your brain. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strengthen that and delete all that's there. And now the energy coming to your brain is strong, but going back down is weak. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strengthen that and delete what's okay. So now what's causing it is your fitness level. So I'm going to strengthen you to your fitness level and delete any cumulative effects there. And then more specifically will be around coordination. So coordination with your top and bottom is strong, but left and right is weak. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen that. So now the coordination in your organs with itself is weak. So I'm going to strengthen that and delete any cumulative effects. Then your coordination with your brain, that's weak too. So meaning the movement and your brain, it's weak. So and it's more also external movement and internal movement in the coordination is weak. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen that and delete any cumulative effects there. So the next one is your endurance, and so I'm going to strengthen you to that, and that's more of your emotional endurance. So I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. And the third one is your speed. No, it's not your speed, it's your strength. I'm sorry, your strength. And that is more of your physical strength, but more specifically your structure. So I'm going to strengthen your structure to that and delete any cumulative effects there. So structural integration is weak, so I'm going to strengthen that. And that's the structure integrating with your molecules in your body is weak, so we're going to strengthen that and delete any cumulative effects there. And then the next one is the structure integrating with your tissues. That's weak there, so I'm going to strengthen that. And then with the systems in your body is weak, so that's 3 right there. We're going to strengthen that. So now, how do you feel now when you think about it?
Oh boy, I feel optimistic. I'm not in a position. I'm pretty much bedridden right now, but I like what you said. I feel very hopeful.
Okay, so I want you to think about something that drains you. Can you think about that right now?
Something that drives me?
That drains you.
Oh, gosh.
Think about one thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, I want you to think about it for a split second. Then I want you to stop thinking about it. And then I want you to run a fast thought up and down your spine. And then think about the thing again. How does when you think about it again, how does that feel?
Yeah, it's odd. It doesn't bother me at all.
Okay, I want you to think about another thing that drains you.
Okay.
It's got to be a quick thought. It can't. See what happens. Overthinking, too much thinking, actually weakens us. So we can
yes.
Think about it.
Yes.
Stop thinking.
Yes.
Run a quick thought up and down your spine, and then think about it again and see how you feel about it.
Wow.
Okay, so use that and apply that, as much as you can, and see how your energy starts to improve.
So just focus.
You're strong to doing qigong. I don't see any weakness there. Teaching other people, there's no weakness there. So just start with that.
Wow. Thank you. If I could certainly. How would I get in contact with you? I would like to continue.
You can. Did you get my email? So
yes, I did.
You got my email to call into this number? Okay, so what you can do is just reply to that email, and then that will get to me. Or you can email me at thrive2infinity.com.
Okay, yes.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I would like to thank everybody that's on the call today. We're at the end of the call. If you like to do any private sessions, you can just email me at thrive2infinity.com. thrive2infinity@gmail.com, or you can check out my website, which is thrive2infinity.com. Thank you again, everybody, and we'll connect soon. Bye-bye for now.